All right, so we're going to talk about marketing collateral. So when you put marketing collateral out about your business, let's say it's going to be something on your website that's going to be a printable piece. So let's go ahead and let's draw that out. Okay, so you have this printable piece that's going to be able to say it's a checklist of things that they can do to be able to get their business to the next level. So you're going to build out the content. You're going to make it look really good. You're going to have all your checklists and everything. You're going to tell them, hey, you should print this. This might be something that they print out and they'd be able to share. It's a checklist to be able to do. Well, this same checklist you can share on social media. So when you talk about your tree of organic marketing, so when you talk about that root base being your listings, your citations, all that stuff, your tree trunk being the website, and then all your branches at the very top, this is where you can reuse your content. So now you have this checklist, okay? So where can you all use this checklist at? For one, you can use it on social media, so social. You can use it on your blog. You can write a whole blog post about it. You might use it on and link to it instead of your email marketing of a go-to. You might post it out in other spots for you to share it. You might print it out and have it as a handout inside of a piece. So what do you have to do to make sure that this can actually work as marketing? So yes, you just provided someone a checklist. Yes, you just provided them this entire markup of all this different marketing that they could, of this list they could go through and they could do to make their life easier in some way, some shape, or some form. Well, you got to make sure that this right here has your branding on it. Because at the very end of the day, if they share this out and it goes viral, you want them to know where to go, who you are. It's going to have your brand on it. It doesn't have to be 100% all about you, but you want your brand on it, that you're the expert. You provided this checklist. This is what you're able to do. So inside of that brand, you need to have some clear expectations. How are they going to contact you? What website can they go to? Is there a phone number they should call? Now, for us, we don't take phone calls inside of our business, so we wouldn't put the phone number because it wouldn't make sense. Is there going to be a QR code that you could put inside of it that would then generate and shove somebody to where they can go download this, go see more about this checklist? Where's put a QR code on there, put some kind of branding to where they could take action to your business. So much marketing out there gets shoved out and put into place that they do not focus on a good checklist for one. They don't focus on how that person's going to take action. So people use what's called calories, and I call them marketing calories inside of the world of business, but they have all this stuff that ends up happening. They have all these messages going on. They need to be guided to how they're going to take action on that business, how they're going to be taken in there. So when you share it on social media, boom, download this free checklist. Boom, here's how you get a hold of us. Here's how you get to that, download. Here's a QR code. Here's this. Here's my website. Here's how you get a hold of us. Here's who we are, and we are the experts for this right here. You have to guide them through. They're going to be the ones to do this work. They're going to be there, but if they want to make life easier, they can come here possibly. They might be able to get some value from that. Think about this as advertising and not just go through and create a checklist to go and wondering why you don't get results. You have to think about every single piece that goes in there. When you send that email out, that's a touch point. That's a touch point. It's creating each of those pieces. So like, for example, if you're a roofer and you have a checklist of how to check your roof after a hailstorm, or a painter, what to do when you're picking colors, or here's your checklist for, when you get ready to paint your house, or whatever it might be. It might be a baker. Here's what to plan for your wedding cake. You're the expert. Showcase yourself. Showcase yourself in there. Use that as an advertising touch point to get you more business. This is a hidden gem that a lot of businesses forget about, and a lot of marketers don't even know what to do. They go, oh, this design is really cool checklist. Boom, it's done. Oh, it's on our website. It's great. But then they don't think about that next step that they need to take. They don't think about how that can be used. They don't think about how it connects inside of your entire treetop of your whole entire ecosystem of how you can use that to be able to drive more traffic to your website, drive more sales to your business, and get more business in there, gain more leads, get everything from that by creating one piece of information. because that one piece of information might be the winner for your business to take it to the next level. If you want to learn more about marketing tips and more about marketing, come check us out at simplybefound.com. My name is Rob. I've been doing this stuff for 30 some years, and I do videos like this all the time. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Find us everywhere. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on social. You can find us inside of most podcast apps for to be able to listen to our podcast. But think about this the next time you do a printable. Think about this next time you do a podcast or a checklist of any kind. And think about how you could be able to drive more traffic to your business by using tips like this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.